I remember when I was a kid, it was me, my brother Chris, Bio, God bless his soul, Puka, Tomel, Fuquan. We all had our little dirt bikes. And we used to go to Gracie Mansion all the time. All the time. Go to Gracie Mansion all the time. On the pier. We go to the Gracie Mansion on the pier. Now coming home, we always wanted to come on First Avenue on our way home because there was fruit stands. Now these fruit stands had bananas and oranges and stuff outside. So I ain't gonna say I brought it up for them to do it. So we just was a tradition to do that when we came from Gracie Mansion. To hit the fruit stands, ride on a bike, ride by, and snatch what fruit you want and keep riding. So we was doing that when we was kids. A lot of summers. So one particular day we did it, and this guy Willon was at one of the fruit stands, or he was driving by or something. I don't know what happened, how he saw us, but he saw us snatch the fruit, all of us. And we didn't see him. We didn't know he was even there. But how we found out is because he told my mother. And Willon is somebody that nobody likes. Everybody just don't like Willon. He thinks he a fireman. After 20 years, he retired. Every time a fire truck come, he come downstairs like he a chief, talking fireman language. So anyway, Willon sees, and he tells my mother. My mother beats fire out of me. So she even told me who told her, because I was trying to lie about it, and she said Willon told her. So from that day on, I said to myself, when I get older, I'm going to beat Willon up. When I get older, on revenge, because he got me beat, should have minded his business, and I don't like him anyway. So 20 years go by, maybe 30 years. No, maybe 20 years go by. So now he has a daughter. I don't like her. I like Shell. I don't know the other one's name. I don't like her. So she was coming in the building one day, and I was there first. So she expected me to hold the door for her, so I didn't hold the door. So she says, cursed at me, said some foul stuff. So I said, fuck you. And she was like, what you said? And I said, fuck you, bitch, if you didn't hear me. So she was like, oh, okay. We're going to see about that. So I'm like, whatever. In my mind, I'm hoping she tell her father. That's why I told her, fuck you, bitch. So I'm hoping she tell her father, so her father could come see me. So sure enough, she must have told her father, because I get up one morning, because I always go downstairs and hustle before everybody come out. And at the same time, I see Willon every morning because he comes out and moves his car. And he goes back upstairs. So I'm ready to go outside, do my thing, and I look out the window. I'm looking out the window. I see Willon walking back and forth. So he usually don't do this because he parks his car and he goes back upstairs. So I'm looking down at him, and I'm saying to myself, this motherfucker is waiting for me. But I don't think he is. But in my mind, I'm hoping that he's waiting for me. But he's waiting for me because he hasn't gone upstairs yet. So I come downstairs. I'm like, oh, I hope he's waiting for me. I hope he got something to say about what I said about his daughter yesterday. So I go downstairs, and I'm chilling in the front for a while. I see him come down the block, and I'm in the front. So he said, let me talk to you for a minute. So I said, what's up? He said, let me tell you something. He's pointing at my face like, yo, next time you talk to my daughter and say anything to my daughter. So now I'm saying, fuck you and your daughter, blah, blah, blah. So he take off his jacket like he want to fight. So I took off my little jacket. And Ty is there from across the street. He's seeing everything go down. He all chicken scared, calling Chris out the window, Chris! So Chris looked out the window. Chris said, let him do what he got to do. My brother told me that. Let him do what he got to do. So now me and Will are fighting. And it's so funny because I never fought a grown man before. I'm like 22, 23. I never fought a grown man before. So my anger goes back to what he told on me, like it's the same day. So me and him fighting. So I'm waiting to see if I can take his punch. That's how I do. If I can take your punch, I'm going to tear your ass up. So I let him swing. He swung. I blocked it. So while I'm doing this, Ty screaming out the window, Chris, Chris. So me and him fighting. So I let him hit me, and it was a nothing. And he's swinging real slow. You know, so I know how to fight. I went to the boys club for a couple of years. Me and Papo, you know, got me all gassed up, the boxing. So now I'm blocking his punch. I'm seeing he punch slow. So I'm tagging him. Boom, boom. I'm tagging him so bad that he grabs me. So when he grabbed me, we on the floor wrestling. So his wife is out there. The mother's out there. She's like, yeah, baby, get him, get him, get him. So my brother come down, and my brother was like, yeah, just mind your fucking business. Let them do what they got to do. And she was shook when Chris told her that shit. So I'm beating the shit out of Willon. So he tried to yoke me, have me in the yoke. I get out the yoke. I'm beating him up, beating him up, beating him up. So all of a sudden, my sister Debbie calls me. When she calls me, I'm like, what? So I'm fighting Willon while she calls me. So she said, just stop, stop. So I stopped, but to me, fighting a grown man at that point, after I whipped his ass, I could whip any man's ass. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. At the end of the story, that was my first time fighting a grown man because it was about vengeance. It was about you minding somebody else's business, not thinking these kids will whip your ass when they get older. And my sister was talking to his wife. It was like, yeah, he shouldn't mind his business. My brother felt that way. That's what my brother did. Now, like I said, this man was not liked on the block. Nobody really liked him. So I'm the hero of the block now. I mean, everybody giving me, yeah, you beat Willon up, you beat Willon up. You know, God bless her soul. Walkie bought me a pack of cigarettes, bought me something to eat. The store let me get free stuff and shit. I'm like, wow, you really don't like this guy. So that went on for like 2 weeks. The end of the story is this man was so shook how I took my anger out on him that we was waiting for the elevator. He not saying nothing to me. I'm not saying nothing to him. This happened like 2-3 months later. So I'm looking at him. He looking at me. I'm looking at him like, you want to do it again? So I get in the elevator. This motherfucker was so scared he didn't even get in the fucking elevator, yo. So I'm laughing, going up the steps. Going in the elevator, patting myself on the motherfucking shoulder. Yeah, that nigga's a pussy. So yeah, man, that was my story, yo. That's what I remember.
I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will always get an alert when a new video drops.